Yo. Hey everyone. This is my third time trying to take this video, which is gonna be my first video ever in YouTube, I think. And what is it about? Well, as you can probably see in the name, it is a promise to myself to publish videos in the future, basically, but accepting myself as who I am. I want to make it a promise because it has been quite hard for me and it's been on my mind for a long time now to make these, and I just can't seem to make videos where I can be satisfied with the results. I mean, in a way where I couldn't even get started. This is the third one yet that I'm filming, so I'm just gonna post this because I know otherwise I saw a lot of content creators live this problem where you just want to improve something more, or any producer with music is the same. You just want to do something more, something better. But this is so far what I know. I just put some like basic light here to, get light enough to my face so that there's both sides being seen. And I don't know, as camera I'm using my phone now. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it work now. But I think that's how it should start if I'm gonna start something like this. And why do I want to make these, and how do I want to make it? What do I want to make? What I want to make is actually exposing my genuine self to internet and actually help contribute that's becoming a norm with people in general, because I see we have a lot of personas. I mean, we put out our personas. We just like become that in the places where it's more acceptable. That can be a workplace, on the street, with people you meet that have some kind of I don't know, symbol thing going on, like some kind of a meaning you give it to them. And I feel like I am getting disconnected from myself. And the thing is, like, this is I'm looking at, by the way, my notes, some basic notes that I made so I can remember what I'm gonna say. But I feel like I'm getting disconnected from myself a lot and who I am, while like in the pursuit of keeping what I have safe. Let me introduce myself a little bit to you so you can understand what's going on and why I'm doing this. I came from Turkey when I was 18, and I started from scratch here. And of course, I got some help, definitely, which definitely contributed to what I have so far. I Having started from that, and I was quite like a right-wing nationalist, religious person. I was born into a culture like that, at least the culture that was around me, not like the whole country or something. And I became one of well, I kind of represented that as well. I owned it. And then when I came to Belgium, I also started to realize more and more that I'm not fully belonging to that. And I realized, okay, it was actually my mother's side coming from Bulgaria, Greece, and maybe Albania. I don't know where exactly, but I know it's Balkans. I mean, the first route is like Greece and Bulgaria, but I think it goes further than that. And then I started to see here with people reacting and saying like, "Ah, yeah, you don't really look Turkish, this, that," and I'm like, yeah, I mean, kind of makes sense. I mean, yeah, what is Turkish in any way, or what is, if there's, I don't even know if there's like a actual nationality that is 100% pure or whatever. But that's the point is that started making me ask a lot of questions and understand who I am and get me into this identity crisis situation. And then I had a full on belief in God. Now I don't know if I'm questioning or not, but I know I don't really believe. And I deep down want to have that comfort because I was a strong believer before. I had no doubts. I was like, I had reasons to believe everywhere, and I would always think and search and understand. But now that's more unknown now. The thing is, because I define myself with those things, and I think we all define ourselves with stuff when we are like growing up. Um, they all broke down. They weren't like survivable philosophies, at least the way I believed in it or in them. And I wanted to be in touch with myself, so I really tried to explore who I am, what I like, what kind of people I like, and yeah, basically how do I want to live my life. And in that search, I have found one really important thing, which is that I want to be genuine. I want to be who I am. I don't like to put personas out. And now in the workplace, for example, after 18, I finally have, let me just connect that. I finally have things in my life where it's kind of going really well. Really well. I mean, it is surviving. I have a good relationship after a really messy one. So I learned my lessons, I would say. And I'll talk about those things as well in this channel or in Twitch. I will put the link in the description or whatever. I don't even know how this is done. It's the first time try, so excuse my immature um, vibe on it. But I want to keep it genuine. That's one of the main things. Yeah. Anyway, I have a job that is pretty good. Like, I mean, compared to the realistic situation, it is actually pretty good. It is still a 9 to 5, so it has its 9 to 5 things. I mean, it's not 100% a 9 to 5, but it depends on the season and whatever. But the main thing is I need to put on a persona there. I need to become someone who is more accepting to things that I normally don't want to. And I don't know, I see so many times that people also have this fake side of themselves. um, I mean, you can't be fully real and make it work. Maybe that's the reason. But that I'm not talking about that right now. What I'm talking about is the more I see people trying to keep safe what they have built, you know, the more I got scared that I will be like that eventually. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be, when I'm like 50, someone who still is trying to keep what they built with this persona, with like trying to keep their private life really private and not be able to talk about it. And I don't know, trying to make sure that your manager, senior people are good with you, like the people who can affect your life, basically what you have built. And I don't want to have that, so that's why I want to have this channel going on. And I feel like we all have those things, like that you see people outside talking and there's always this fake vibe to it. And I want to come over that. I want to deep down at least be a part of this trend, maybe, or maybe just make it a norm that we speak honestly. And not to complain or not to be right about something, but just to be able to express ourselves. I'm giving this workplace examples, but it's also in our lives. Like, it can be that in a relationship you are frustrated with something that is like considered a norm, and then you should be able to talk about it and not be judged from your significant other. In a job, you should be able to talk about your emotions and what you feel like and still keep it professional. But those understandings are not there. Even a teacher is the same with I don't know, these power dynamics things and the social norms that we follow. It feels like they kind of put us in these small things, like how a boyfriend should be, how a worker should be, I don't know, how a person should be, how a citizen should be, whatever. But like, we don't really open up our emotions that much, or what we have lived. And I want to see that in the social media, like, actually be open about stuff, and accepting with all the pluses and the minuses. Well, I don't know how that will go. I don't know if I will completely fail. I don't know if I will maybe succeed. I know I will feel down sometimes and that I will lose my motivation. And I know sometimes I will feel really good. But one thing I know is, I know I want to make a promise to myself. And this is what the video is about, right? So this is a promise to myself, where I will try and commit to make a video once in every 2 weeks for now, let's say, and then maybe there will be an update on this. But yeah, the point will be that I will talk and I will be as genuine as possible and express my things. One of the topics that I have in my mind is definitely cultural adaptation. Like, I've been in Belgium for 6 years now, and I would say, and my friends would probably say, that I completely changed with a lot of stuff, a lot of aspects to my personality. So that will be an interesting topic, and I will be as honest as I can. And I will try to do a Twitch stream every 3 days, and not every 3 days, sorry, like 3 days a week or something, where I try to write a book about like an autobiography-ish thing, like a stream of consciousness feeling to it, where I'm again trying to be genuine, because that's what I would like to see more. At least, like, I know when I'm old, I want to look back and say, I tried to make it work. I tried to make it work where I was genuinely myself, and that I added to that, and I created some value there, maybe for some people in their life that it can help. But firstly, myself, I think, where I can see, okay, I can see this as a purpose, because I feel scared, right? Like, that's the main problem, and I don't want to be. I feel scared to lose the things that I built. I feel scared to share and expose myself, and I know this is something that we all share. And if I'm needing to see people be open, who's that? Like, how am I supposed to expect to see that if I'm not even doing anything for it? So that's why I'm trying to take this step. That's why this has been on my mind for a really long time. And yeah, so I will try, and I will need support, and I would appreciate any kind of support. Why? Because I know when I lose my motivation, when some dark things happen, when the winter comes, let's say, because it's quite long here as well, or something bad happens, those things, like, if someone says, like, I would like to see more, this actually helps me, even one person, that will give me motivation, and that I know of myself. And yeah, obviously, this, if it picks up, if it turns into something, I would like to make this as a career, maybe I will have to explore and see that. But I know I want to give it a go. So this is my promise to myself, that I will keep on publishing videos at least once in 2 weeks, and try and create a genuine connection, and hopefully help that become a norm, more of a norm, let's say. But yeah, thanks for listening. Hope this meant something to you, and until next one.